What's going on, guys? Good morning, good morning. Time to get started, get to work. Yesterday was a great day. A great day in chat. We nailed the SPY on puts. We nailed the SPY on calls. It was just a great morning. I even traded in my Roth IRA. I actually did a trade recap. Remember yesterday we were talking about how I was gonna do a few times a week. I'll do a mid-morning live for just a trade recap. I did that yesterday. Yesterday I did the very first one. I don't know, if any of you guys was in there yesterday, but the video is up. You can always go back and watch it. You can always go back and watch it. Good morning, Dwayne, Joe, Taylor. What's going on? The Beast, Monarchy, Jose. You hear an echo? Do you guys hear an echo? Joey, good morning. Okay. You hear an echo? No echo. Some people hear echoes, others don't hear an echo. I can't do it. If everybody hears an echo, then it's definitely on my side and I could do something about it. But if only some people hear it, then it's definitely not on my side. That's weird. I'll listen to the video after it's done today. I'll listen to the video and see what I hear on my side. The room is a lot more emptier today. I if you notice back there, the fish tank's not there anymore. I took it out. Good morning, Yannick. No echo. Okay, no echo. Good stuff. Twitter's not going to go above 5420. So you know what? We'll just bring up Twitter real quick. Twitter, if you own shares of Twitter, once the deal closes, you'll get $54.20 per share. Sounds perfect. Awesome. You'll get $54.20 per share if you own shares of Twitter. That's it. It's not going to go above that. It could go lower. The deal doesn't go through. Something happens because the deal has been accepted, but now we got to close. We got to sign papers, get the lawyers in to, make sure that they get the money, the financing, all that good stuff. The deal has to be finalized. So that's when you'll get 54.20. Yes, once Elon Musk closes on this deal, Twitter will not be tradable. You'll get your $54.20 per share, and you'll be on your way. No echo, just voice in my head. Do I think regulators will let it happen? There's no reason why they would not let it happen. Elon Musk does not own any social media platforms. Therefore, no monopoly type thing can be claimed here. So there's no reason why this deal cannot happen by regulators. The regulators, it's not like Google or Facebook stepped in here and tried to buy Twitter. Can he back out? I mean, unless there's some material information that comes out that shows something that he doesn't like and was not made aware of. Other than that, not really. If he does, he could face lawsuits. Like, he just can't be like, I changed my mind. You know what? Let me get you guys the link real quick to yesterday's live. And then you guys tell me what you think. If you were there yesterday, awesome. Let me know now what you think. If you were there yesterday when I did the mid-morning live going over yesterday's trades. Sorry, guys. Oh, I saw somebody ask me how I was feeling. I think it was Taylor. I don't know. I feel like I'm getting, I'm still catching that cold. I'm not really. I get kind of drained out a little bit later in the morning. Went to sleep super early yesterday, like at 10:30. What? I felt like a kid going to sleep early. All right, let me catch up here, guys. Yeah, Twitter's earnings will suck more than likely. But everybody knows that. Elon knows that. Do you think that there is a possible conflict in China? Tesla has its new factory in Shanghai. China banned Twitter. Do you think they may try and strongman Musk in their favor for media? Nah. Oh man, I can't wait, Jose. I can't wait. Wife is still over there giving milk, a little morning milk to the little one. So hopefully sometime before the bell, I get my coffee. Could really use it now. Not to wake up because it doesn't really do much. I drink coffee and go to sleep, but some warmth and that hot Cuban coffee is awesome. The Twitter pulling back here to 5160s. Nope, don't see anything else here. The thing with that, okay, is what I'm saying is that if you have Twitter, if you buy Twitter right now, right here, 5172, bam, and you hold on to it, and the deal closes, you will get 5420. You know, you will get 5420 when the deal closes. But if for some reason something happens and the deal gets squashed, then Twitter ends up back down here. Back down here where it came from. So you have more risk to the downside than you do to the upside. I don't see why the deal would get squashed. I don't see why the deal would get squashed, but it is an inherent risk to know that you have there. Guys, give me 1 second here. I'm gonna put out a quick tweet, let everybody know we're live. In the meanwhile, throw up the tickers and questions you have, and we'll start bringing them up on the chart. Guys, do me a quick favor as I do this. Slap that like button for me. We got 20 watchers on here, and we only have 11 likes. Joel writes, eat. And I know it's a ticker because it's all in caps. That's why it's important to put them in caps. But I couldn't help but think, are you telling me to eat? I mean, I want to eat right now. I'm hungry. Sorry, guys. Gonna be doing a little bit of coughing this morning. It's gonna be hard to mute the mic every time I gotta do that. All right. So JZXN. That looks like it just caught some news here. Oh man, that's such a nice little pullback right there. JZXN. Let me see here. So 30 minutes ago, enters into an equity acquisition agreement to acquire automobile sales service shop operator under China automaker Geely Auto's premium electronic vehicle brand. So it entered into that agreement. It's going to acquire another company. This has been one we've seen before. We've actually talked about this one way back in December. We drew this line way back in December. This $2 line, we drew it back in December. You could see previous support zones, previous resistance zones. So that would definitely be a level to keep on watch on this one here. Here in pre-market. Yeah, Taylor, exactly. I mean, there's no reason why this deal is going to take months. Like we've seen other deals where, oh, such and such company wants to acquire such and such company, and then like 3 months later is when we see the deal actually occur. I think this will be closed in a couple weeks or something like that. I don't think this is going to take very long. I don't see why it should even take a month. So JZXN, I'd watch and see if it can hold 210 to 220, 215 zone for support. It could have room towards these previous tops back here in that 270 area. So JZXN, this one has news acquisition agreement. So this one has possible 215, 210 area support. Could have room to the 270 zone. EAT. You wanted me to check out EAT. So this one right here has a very key level of potential resistance right there. You can see these previous tops right here in that mid 43s area, and that coincides now with the 200-day moving average. So that area is going to have even more potential resistance now. So I'd be mindful of that zone. For right now, you definitely have some support here around $38, $39. EVOK. Looks like this EVOK might have just gotten a piece of news. 40 some odd cent stock, not something I would trade, but definitely has some clear levels right here at about that 70-cent zone. About that 70-cent zone there, you have some major level there of potential resistance. You could see right here clear as day. You can see right here clear as day, previous support, turn resistance. And where do we get to right now in pre-market? Right to that level, and right now we're starting to pull back some. This looks like it must have just gotten some news. Yeah, 5 minutes ago, Evoke Pharma granted FDA market exclusivity for GIMOTI. Must be some sort of therapeutic that they have. And they focus on gastrointestinal disease. So yeah, that's a key level on that one there. KSCP. There's no volume on this thing here right now. Yesterday I had his first green day in a little while. You probably see some resistance here at 450s. And above that, you'll probably see some resistance in the 5 zone. It's going to need volume. Hey, Dwayne, sounds like you got yourself a plan there. NKTX had an offering. Doesn't seem that the price was affected very much by that offering. It doesn't seem like that price was affected very much by that offering at all. Guys, do me a quick solid. Hit that like button. It really helps out tremendously. So, okay, so here we go. NKTX, develop engineering, neutral killer cell therapies to treat cancer. Today announced the pricing of an underwritten public offering of 13 million shares and change of its common stock at a price to the public of $15 per share. The company has granted the underwriters a 30-day option to purchase up to 2 million additional shares of its common stock at the public offering price. So it doesn't look like this affected it much at all. Still holding up very well. Very, very well. This $20 zone here, 1975, 1950, $20 is going to be a tough level. If this thing can get over that level at some point, you could definitely see it get up into the $23, $24 zone. GMDA. Hey guys, do me a quick solid. We got 28 people in the live stream, 17 likes. Let's get that closer to the number. Let's get that closer to up there. Let's get it closer to that 28 zone. We got 17, we got 11 more likes, guys. Help me out there. So GMDA announces FDA clearance of IND and removal of clinical hold on NK cell therapy candidate GDA201. Well, nothing out of this world news related here. You have obviously this up level up here like around 475. Previously a level of support. And then it turned resistance. And resistance. You know, if it could get up over that 200 day, you do have room, but down here it's in the chop. I don't like it down there. It really has to get up over 4. What time is it? Yep, let's go ahead and jump in here on Tesla. Okay, so Tesla, I'd watch to see. Tesla's relatively strong compared to the market. So it could, if the market pulls back hard, you could see Tesla really just chop around, kind of like it did yesterday. I mean, look at yesterday's action on Tesla. Look at this. That's what Tesla did yesterday. Extremely choppy. Extremely choppy. And then in the afternoon when the market started to, you know, rally itself some, you would have thought that you would get that move higher, but you don't, because then at the same time what happened was Elon Musk's, you know, press release comes out where Twitter accepts his offer. So boom, Tesla falls back on down. So Tesla has a number of things going for it. It had excellent earnings that just passed. Okay, I mean, it was a sizable gap up off of the earnings. You can see it here on the daily chart. But then you have the whole Twitter thing, and people are afraid that Elon Musk is going to sell shares of Tesla and put downward pressure on Tesla so that he can have the cash for the Twitter deal. But he doesn't need to. He doesn't need to do that because he's getting loans on his Tesla shares. So he doesn't need to do that right now. And some people are worried, like, oh my God, he's putting so much money. Guy's worth $250 billion. He's putting 44 of it, most of it from loans and money raised, than his own pocket. So I think he'll be all right. With Tesla, I don't see myself trading Tesla today unless maybe it can get up over yesterday's highs. If it gets up over yesterday's highs, then I'll definitely watch it for a long setup. Outside of that, I don't think Tesla will be something I'll be focused on today. On the other hand, the SPY, if the SPY's in a little tricky of an area right now, but if the SPY cannot get up over 428, we could see some further downside. So SPY, if it cannot break up and over 430, 428 area, we could see it drop back down towards 425, 420 zone. So that's what I'll watch on the SPY, guys. Let's take a quick look here. We already did JZKN. That one's coming on back down. QK, it's just a straight up downtrend. Look at this thing. GMDA coming on back down. GMDA. GMDA is interesting if it can get up over $4 and hold that level. Outside of that, I mean, not so much. Not so much. Let's check in on NVIDIA real quick. NVIDIA having a hard time getting back over $200, guys. Has for some time now. So NVIDIA struggling at the 200 area if it cannot break and hold it for support and push towards 205, watching for a fade back to the 190 area. So you can watch that 190 area for a fade if it cannot get up over 200. And look how much it struggled right now at 200. So definitely put a line across that 200 and keep it on watch. UPS. I know they had earnings today, if I'm not mistaken. UPS, yeah, UPS. Shares of the shipping and logistics giants gained 1.7% after beating the analyst estimates on the top and bottom lines. UPS reported adjusted earnings per share of $3.05 on revenue of $24.38 billion, while analysts expected 2.88 earnings per share and $23.79 billion in revenue. So, excuse me, they definitely beat analysts' expectations. And it's held up really well, all things considered. It's still probably going to struggle a little bit here. It's got to get up over that 194 zone. It's got to get up over that 194 zone. If it can get up over that 194 zone and hold support there, it does have room to like 197, 200. Okay? I would not expect it to break up and over 200. You just have way too much going on here. 200-day moving average, 50-day moving average, 100-day moving average, plus some tops, some bottoms support back there. You know, to get up over 204, 205, that's going to be a feat that I don't think it can do. AMD also struggling here in front of 92-ish. So AMD watching the 92 area for a break and hold for a push towards like 94, I want to say 95. Yep, 95. But if this area holds resistance, we could see a fade back down to yesterday's lows. So we got JZXN, SPY, NVIDIA, AMD. Young WHR. Let's go take a look at that one. And there we go. We got 24 likes, 28 viewers. We're getting closer. We're getting closer. We're getting closer to that 28-30 mark. WHR. WHR is having a hard time there at that 50-day moving average. That 50-day moving average right there, you could see, has been a strong level of resistance there. Didn't even get up into it right here. And now we're right back into it here right now. If that level holds, you could see, you know, a multi-day pullback on it. Especially if the markets pull back. So just be mindful of that. As far as support goes, you have a little bit there at 180. But I'm more inclined to think that we pull back stronger if that 50-day holds. I mean, look at that 50-day. That 50-day coincides with this resistance and all of this previous support, and we're excuse me guys, I'm sorry, and we're under it now. We're well under it now, so I don't know, it looks like resistance to me. Yep, we did the SPY already. Watching the 430, 428 area to see if it can get up and over that level and break and hold it as support. If not, if it holds it as resistance, we could see a move back down to 425, 420. What am I trading today? I don't know. I have to wait until the market opens. Watch list is JZXN, SPY, NVIDIA, AMD. Remember, guys, it goes back to that lesson we talked about yesterday. You got to be the trader that does, if the stock does this, I do that. If it does that, I do this. You have to be reactive. We don't know what the future holds. Anybody that's out there that tells you they know, oh, this stock is going to do this and that, then they're just, you know, they're making crap up as they go. Nobody knows what a stock's going to do. We have an inclination, an idea, right? A thesis behind what we think could happen, but we have to look at various levels. Exactly. Exactly. Guys, remember, you can come on by. You can come on by the Discord, DTC Lite, 2 weeks for free right there. All right, so we have those. Let's take a quick look at some other names here. .3M had earnings. They were flat pre-market, reporting quarterly earnings that topped estimates. The company saw revenue of $8.83 billion, while analysts expected $8.74 billion in revenue. So not a whole lot there, huh? If I'm not mistaken, 3M's a good dividend stock as well. Wow, man, it's dropped a lot. It's dropped a lot. I mean, if this thing gets back down here to these 120s, this is definitely something I'm going to look into. Right now, holding those 140s area. Does BABA have more downside in it? I think a lot of things have more downside in it right now. If BABA breaks under 80, then I think you definitely get back down here to the mid to low 70s. And if that area doesn't hold, yeah, wow, you could really see it make new all-time lows. So I think it does have more downside to it if we get continued pressure in tech, which we should. Not necessarily today. You know, today we could red to green move and rally up a little bit. Sorry guys, waiting for a delivery for a door. So maybe after the Fed meeting next week. Fed meetings the May 3rd and 4th. Fed meetings May 3rd and 4th. So, you know, depending what the Fed does, we already know 50 basis points are on the table. Will they bring it up to 75? Maybe. You never know, right? How's the balanced runoff sheet talk going to be? Are they going to be aggressive? Are they going to start that already and just start, you know, selling stuff out there already? Is that what's going to happen? Are they going to put that downward pressure? If so, then yeah, we're going to continue to see tech suffer as interest rates go up. So a lot of these companies could go lower. Baba, if the Qs get back down here to 318, which I think they do, then the SPY gets down to 315. Sorry, 415. You'll be able to go shopping. I bought yesterday. I bought a little bit. Was it ChargePoint? No, it wasn't. It was SoFi. I bought a little bit of SoFi yesterday down here about 640s. Not for a short-term swing trade or anything like that. It's a long-term investment. I think it's a good company that I want to hold on to for the next 10, 20, 25 years, right? So I have it in my retirement account, and I added to it yesterday. I'll look to add more. I'll look to add more on SoFi. I'll probably look to add more on Palantir. And then, of course, Apple and AMD are companies I'm looking to add more to. As well as stuff like Vanguard Total Stock Market Index Fund and the Vanguard High Yield Dividend Index Fund. Hey, you got yourself the start of a nice little bull flag there. Yep. Good eye there, Jose. Joey, we almost got it there. We need 2 more likes to 30. 2 more likes to 30. How do you feel about Microsoft earnings? Is that today after the bell, or is it tomorrow? I don't see why Microsoft would do poorly in its earnings. The only thing that we could possibly, look at would be their forward guidance. I don't think any of these companies necessarily do bad in earnings right now. You have to understand the consumer's still strong. They're still spending money. It's the forward guidance. That's what's key here. Do they lower their forward guidance? If they do, we go lower. Sounds like time to get some of my cash pile together for upcoming months. My man. If you got long-term outlooks, we're talking about 15, 20 years. These are buying opportunities. Oh, wow. 34 likes. Nice, guys. Thank you. These are buying opportunities that we're starting to see here. I've been nibbling here and there. I bought Google. I bought SoFi. I started ChargePoint. I need to add to it. And these are all just like little bites that I've taken. I'm waiting to see if we get that real big dump. And then I'm going to go ahead and start putting out the extra cash. So the way I approach my long-term investing is very simple. Every month, X amount of money goes into my retirement account. Doesn't matter if the market's up, down, sideways. It doesn't matter. Every month, that happens. But when we have opportunities like we're seeing now, as we're in this bearish market, as we have recession looming over our heads, maybe a year from now, this type of market, then what I do is what Taylor just said, that extra cash that's just sitting there, I get ready to put it out there and deploy it. And it's stuff that I plan to hold, 10, 15, 20 years from now. Maybe a little bit more than 20 years. It's stuff that I just plan to hold. And just like there's stuff that I probably won't ever sell. I'll just pass it off to my kids. No. Oh my God. No, Jose, nope. Let's go take a look at that chart. Okay, that's AMD. AMC, man, like I said, still under that 50-day moving average, and unless the market starts to get a nice pop, you won't see that happen unless the market gets a nice pop, which it could. But I think we eventually do, something like that and get back down here to 14s on AMC. How long is it going to take? Anybody's guess. Oh man, I missed out on Netflix yesterday, but I was busy. Yesterday we traded the SPY. We traded the crap out of the SPY yesterday. So, I haven't seen this. But remember that bear flag we drew? We drew this on April 21st. On April 21st we drew that, and there you go. You got that drop on Netflix. So yeah, definitely got to keep eyes on Netflix for further downside if this market decides to keep imploding. I think Netflix does something similar, not price action, not price point, but price action wise, like Peloton did. Bad earnings, everything crap, and then boop, it just kept going down and down and down. I think you can get something like that out of Netflix. Not that you're gonna see Netflix at $20, no, but you could see Netflix, you know, I don't know, 175, 150. It could happen. So definitely keep eyes on Netflix there. All right, guys, we got 5 minutes left before I head on over to the Discord. All right, and I go live over there. If you're interested in that, you can get 2 weeks for free there on that link. But so far right now, the watch list is JZXN, SPY, NVIDIA, AMD. I don't really see anything else that's screaming at me. As a matter of fact, nothing is screaming a straight up trade today so far to me. Oh man, right off the weekly watch list, guys. Look at the weekly watch list. Redbox watching the 270 area to hold support for bounces back into the 360s. Look at that. There you go. My God, man, what a move this thing's done. The trade idea behind this, and we went over it on the live stream. You guys remember the trade idea behind Redbox was simply Netflix is losing subscribers. People are thinking, well, these subscribers are going somewhere because people aren't getting rid of their TVs, right? So where could they be going? Well, one of the places could have been Redbox. So there you go. You saw everybody gravitate towards Redbox, and look at the move Redbox has made ever since Netflix dumped from $2 and change all the way up here to $4.50. Amazing. Amazing move. It's got room to 510. It's got room to 510. 505 type 510 area. It's got room there. That 100-day moving average could be a little bit troublesome. I'd watch now over the coming days for a pullback into his 360s, and let's see if that holds support. All right, guys, so any last minute questions, throw them up in chat there. If not, I'll start getting ready to jump on over to the Discord and go live there. So any last minute questions or tickers you want me to take a look at, just throw them up in chat. Joy, thanks, man. Appreciate it. Otherwise, I'll put the final touches on the watch list and I'll get this sent out to your inboxes. If you're not signed up to the watch list, here you go. Yeah, man, I got caught up trading other stuff like the SPY and Tesla so much that I completely missed out on that one. But hopefully some people caught it because that was a really nice one. That was a really nice one. Really nice trade there. Yeah, today after the bell we have Microsoft and Alphabet. Interesting stuff. Oh, check this out. Twitter CEO Parag, Monday, the future of the social media firm is uncertain after Elon Musk takes private transaction closes. He spoke during a company-wide town hall meeting that was heard by Reuters. Musk, the world's richest person and CEO of Tesla SpaceX, is expected to address Twitter staff for a question and answer session at a later date. I hope they televise that. I'm sorry. All right, X. If the market goes up, you know, maybe we see X go up again. Otherwise, you know, you have the 50-day moving average here. If that breaks down, maybe $30, $31 area would be the potential support. CLF, very similar. You do have clear-cut resistance right here in this general area. You got a little bit of resistance back here. You got a little bit of potential support in the past right here. Previous resistance right there. So you're in a little tight quarters there. Tight quarters there. All right, guys. So 9 a.m. I gotta get this watch list sent out, and I gotta get on over to the Discord, be live over there with the team, because the deal hasn't been closed yet, Joey. The deal hasn't been closed yet. So if the deal fails, if something happens, and the deal doesn't close, Twitter comes back down here. So you have more risk to the downside than you do the upside, because the upside, the most you're going to make is $54.20 if you buy it now. All right. All right, guys. So 9 a.m. I got to head on over to the Discord. Remember, like I said, if you're interested in the Discord, you can go ahead and try it out 2 weeks for free on this link. And I'll be back tomorrow at 8:15 a.m. All right, guys. Good luck out there, and I'll see you either in the Discord or tomorrow. Have a good one.